Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to 90 Day Fiancé latest news. Michael experienced a pit in his stomach on the day the letter arrived. The envelope was white and imprinted with the logo of the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. He had been hopeful that his dreams of living in the United States with Angela were finally coming true as he waited months to hear about his approval of his green card. Your green card has been revoked due to irregularities in your application. The words on the page instead devastated his heart. Investigations are still ongoing. He sat looking at the letter in his tiny Lagos apartment. His head was full with questions, and his heart was pounding. What are the anomalies? How did this occur? He had put all his faith in his immigration expert. Was this an error on their part or something worse? He wanted to call Angela, but he restrained himself. Their relationship had been put to the test time and time again over the years due to his own missteps, trust issues, and distance. He was aware of her volatile temper, and this information would only make her worst suspicions about him stronger. He promised himself he would fix the letter before she ever found out, so he folded it and stuffed it in a drawer. For weeks, Michael did everything he could to fix the problem. He contacted local immigration attorneys, the embassy, and even a distant cousin who said he had contacts. However, nothing was effective. It only became worse when he received a summons asking him to come in for interrogation. By that time, Angela had begun to notice that he was acting apprehensively while they were on video calls. "What's the matter, Michael?" One evening, Angela asked sharply through the screen. With a dubious expression on her face and a cigarette in one hand, she sat in her Georgia home. "You're acting strangely." Michael forced a smile and said, "Nothing, my love. Just stress from work." Angela, however, wasn't persuaded. She was too familiar with Michael. She was able to tell when things wasn't right, because she had always been the one keeping their relationship together. When Michael was arrested, the truth was eventually revealed. In an attempt to resolve the confusion, he had visited the immigration office, only to be charged with filing false paperwork. He became aware of the seriousness of his predicament as he sat in a cramped, stifling questioning room. After his case was flagged by the U.S. government, Nigerian officials became engaged. He called Angela from the police station the following day. His voice was shaking as he said, "Angela, I need your assistance." When the call arrived, Angela was in the middle of preparing breakfast. Rolling her eyes and stirring her coffee, she put the phone on speaker. "Michael, what sort of mess are you in right now?" Michael paused, his desperation fighting his pride. At last, he revealed the truth. "My green card was canceled. I didn't submit phony paperwork, despite what they claim. They have now placed me under arrest. I need you to phone the embassy, please, Angela. A lawyer is what I need. I am in need of you." There was stillness on the other end for a moment. Then, like a thunderstorm, Angela's voice sprang forth. "Michael, are you kidding me?" she yelled. "You deceived me once more? After everything you've done to me, you think I'm just going to leap up and save you? Please, Angela. No. Please don't you Angela me?" She lost her temper. "I've supported you through all of it, your infidelity, your lies, your family strife. And now this? Charges of fraud? What does that make me look like? Michael, I'm done. I won't send you any money." Angela slammed the phone down to end the call. With a sinking heart, Michael gazed at the receiver. Angela had always been there for him, helping him, forgiving him, and fighting for their love. But now he understood that he was really alone. Angela back in Georgia was furious. Her best buddy Jojo was waiting for her when she burst out onto her porch. Angela started pacing after lighting another cigarette. "Ange, what's wrong?" Jojo inquired as she worriedly observed her pal. "What's the matter?" With a puff of smoke, Angela spoke. "What's wrong, Michael? He wants me to help him out after he got himself into a situation with visa fraud. Isn't that unbelievable?" Jojo's eyebrow went up. "Has he truly committed fraud?" Angela's face hardened as she shrugged. "I have no idea, and I don't give a damn. Ever since we first met, he has been lying to me. This is merely another of his plots." "You adore him, though," Jojo remarked softly. Angela paused her walking and gazed at the skyline. "I did. But, Jojo, love isn't enough anymore. Not after all that he has done to me." Michael, meantime, sat in his cell in the Nigerian police station, mentally reliving the exchange with Angela. He had a mixture of fear, sorrow, and rage. Earlier, his attorney had come to convey the gravity of the issue. The attorney had stated, "Michael, this case is being investigated by the U.S. government. You risk jail time here in Nigeria in addition to losing your opportunity to travel to America if they discover evidence of fraud." Michael's face was buried in his hands. "How can I help?" he inquired. "You require allies," the attorney stated. "Someone who can vouch for your moral fiber. Someone who is able to attest to you." After giving it some thought, Michael thought of a name, Usman. Although they weren't particularly close, Usman had a knack for handling challenging circumstances. He might be able to assist. Michael sat by himself in his cell as darkness fell, gazing out the barred window. He reflected over Angela, their planned life, and all they had given up to be together. He questioned whether he would get the opportunity to make amends, or whether she would ever forgive him. Angela was sitting on her couch in Georgia, far away, looking at old pictures of herself and Michael. There was a part of her that wanted to erase them all and go on. The part of her that still cared, however, questioned whether she was mistaken. The future was unknown for both Angela and Michael. It felt like the end, even though their love had been tried before. Was it though? This gossip is over. If you like the video, then give your opinion in the comment box and stay with us by subscribing the channel. Thank you.